All right, recording is going.
All right, welcome to our team call. It's Thursday night, 7 o'clock, the 29th of September. And we are just going to jump right into training because we're going to try to keep it somewhat short tonight, hopefully right at 30 minutes. I'm going to go over some social media do's and don'ts for from Beachbody. And then what I wanted to do was open it to questions from you guys to get your questions answered about how to manage through social media and everything. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have Jeremy mute everybody. Since you're the host, you can do that, I think. And then we'll unmute you at the end when we're ready to chit chat. That way our recording doesn't get all bogged up with background noise from different people. All right, so we are going to start off with, it says 8 social media do's and don'ts. So there's only probably 4 of each one. And I will warn you now, my dogs are coming to visit. Told you. Oh, hi, girls. Hi, girls. Okay, plus. And my husband uses German commands with them because he trains canine. So if I say weird words, he also does not use the correct command. So like down doesn't actually mean down. It means something else. So I'm not losing my mind if you guys hear weird commands with my dogs. Oh, Bella's watching you, Jeremy. Hi, Bella.
Bella!
Oh, look, she's like, what? How does he know my name? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, I'm just going to kind of read from this document that I found on the Beachbody website. It's in our back office if you guys want to go download it and print it off. I just searched Beachbody do's and don'ts on social media, and it popped right up. That's how easy it was. As a coach, social media can be your best friend or your worst enemy, and I can attest to that. It's been both to me. Here's a list of some super handy tips to help you become more effective on your social media. First of all, do post often. If you want your friends and your fans to remember that you exist, you need to be posting on Facebook often. Facebook actually penalizes you for being a slacker, meaning that if you show up less on your Facebook page, you're going to start showing up less on your friends and fans' Facebook feeds. That being said, you won't be showing up less because you're posting less. You'll be showing up less because your posts that you do post become less relevant. It's all about algorithms, people. If you only tweet once every few days, the chance of someone seeing your tweet is practically nothing. So post often. Personally, I post 3 to 5 times a day on my personal page, and I try to post once or twice on my like page. I don't think personally that 3 to 5 is too much. Sometimes 3 is all I do, sometimes 5. It just depends on what's going on in my life. I try to keep my posts very spontaneous. I have my daily workout post. I have my daily Shakeology post. Sometimes I combine those into one. But what I don't do is it's not all business posts. I post something about my family. I post something about the kids. The dogs are going to start playing now. I post about, just whatever is happening in my life at that time. I want to be real and down to earth, but I definitely every single day make sure that my people following me on my page know I'm a Beachbody coach and know that they can come to me and join me anytime they're ready. Okay, Beachbody's recommendation is posting 2 to 4 times a day, but don't post more than every few hours. So don't post 4 times in an hour. I actually have some friends who I've gone back and counted because I know they post a lot, and there's times it's been like 12 posts in a day, which would be more than every hour. Don't be that person. Stopping his video. Okay. As much on Twitter, if you are on Twitter, I am not on Twitter, but if you are, you need to post as much as possible. You cannot post too much in Twitter, but be original. Don't be those people who retweet 100 times so that it looks like you tweet a lot more than you actually do. Have your tweets be your tweets. Instagram, I do have Instagram, and I pretty much just post the same stuff on my like page as I do on my Instagram page. If you are not already on Instagram, you should get on it. It is the newest thing. People, actually, Snapchat is now trumping that, but my husband won't let me get to Snapchat because, well, law enforcement don't like Snapchat because it's scary, scary world. If you are on Instagram, post 1 to 3 times a day, as long as you have cool photos to share. Don't just post nothingness. Be original, share your life, and show some of your crazy workout posts. Okay, don't post too much. What does that mean? How much is too much? It really depends. If you have really good content to share, which we'll talk about in a minute, 4 Facebook posts in one day is totally okay. 30 tweets is totally okay. But if you're posting action shots of your cat hour by hour, you're going to lose some respect on Facebook. You'll probably lose fans and followers. You might even lose a few of your friends. This leads me to my next point, which is to share goods. You are an interesting person. You're an expert. You're a leader. Be all of those things. You don't always have to talk about Beachbody or health and fitness. Share all the good things that make you who you are. Be positive, be informative. The more you show people your best side, the more people will trust your opinions and recommendations. This is how you build your ultimate brand, you. And I want to add to that. You guys can go back and look at my page. I post a variety of stuff. Whatever's going on in my life that day, I post about it. Funny stuff about my husband, funny stuff about my kids. My dogs are almost famous on Facebook right now because I post about them a lot. Whatever's important to me. I base my posts on what I look for when I go to other people's pages. So if I'm looking for it, that's what I'm going to post about my life because I want to attract those people who are like me. And I went totally dark. Hold on, guys. All right, there we are. So if you go back and look at my page, you'll see all kinds of different posts. I will also add that the posts, I get more likes and attention on my posts that are not fitness focused. I totally expect that. People relate better to my family posts, my wife posts, my mom posts. So I get more likes and stuff. Today I posted about my brother. This is the anniversary of his death is tomorrow. And I posted about that today, and I've gotten probably more comments and stuff on that post than anything I have all year. So people want to know what's going on in your life. They're not following you so solidly because you're in health and fitness coach and you can help them. They want to know what kind of person you are, and the more you are willing to share about yourself, the more they're going to trust you to help them when they're ready to be helped. Here are some examples of things you can post that Beachbody tells us. Original advice, tips, and healthy recipes. On our Beachbody pages, if you go into health, in your back office, actually before you even get to that point, on your main page, stop, Isabel, sorry. On the page, there is a thing that says health and fitness tips and healthy recipes. You can go in there and just post those blog posts. I do that all the time. They're pre-written for you. They're well-written, and the information they share is amazing. So I'm going to put you guys on the floor because my dogs are getting annoying. Okay, stop. Photos from the best parts of your day. Jeremy's cracking up right now. It's not the kids, it's the dogs. So share photos from the best part of your day. I think that's one thing I'm really good at is my poor kids are always like, don't put that on Facebook. But I paparazzi them all the time. And they pretty much know now if I take their picture, they're going on Facebook. And they're pretty much okay for it. They still give me a little bit of grief, but that's what people want to see. I get the most feedback on the posts where I can relate to people as a wife and a mom. Post something funny. Humor is king. Jeremy, I think you do an excellent job of that. So if you guys want to check out Jeremy's page and see some of his posts, he is very good at tickling the funny bone. Soft recruiting is what Beachbody calls the next suggestion. I hope my dogs are not annoying everybody as bad as they're annoying me right now. Look, I have a wolf pack in here. Isabel, stop. Cody, call the dogs. Soft recruiting, according to Beachbody, is if anyone's interested, we're starting a group. It's a weight loss challenge next week. Let me know. So it's not the hard sell. It's just kind of putting it out there, letting people know this is what I do, and I am here to help you if you want me to. Motivational and inspirational quotes. I usually only post a couple of those a week because I feel like for myself personally, I love seeing them, but I don't stop and read every single one that I see. I will scroll through them sometimes. So I only post a couple of those a week, and I usually try to get the ones that really grab me. Like if it's something that just grabs my attention, whether it's the graphic or the wording, go with that. And I absolutely do take them from other people's Facebook pages. Don't worry about that. That's what they're there for. I'm sure it wasn't their original work either, unless it's titled. Success stories of the people that you know. And I think this is an important one. We have so many great success stories within our team, and I know none of us care if we share those. So share away people that you know. Get to know. Beachbody has pages of success stories that you can share with names and everything in it so that people can realize it's a real person who has real results. It's their actual pictures. Those are the ones that grab people's attention when they can look at the picture and say, oh my gosh, this is not a weight loss ad. This is an actual person who worked their butt off to look like this and to feel like this. Those are the ones you want to share. Share your personal accomplishments. Another one I think I'm pretty good at, actually. I have no problem bragging about myself on Facebook. If I accomplish something that I'm proud of, I will blast it across Facebook. That also goes with personal accomplishments within my family. If my kids are doing something awesome, if my husband's done something awesome, I share it without hesitation. And if you're ever not really sure what you should be sharing on your page, you can ask your fans and followers what they want to see. I've done this. I do it about probably twice a year, and get some feedback on what they don't like seeing on my page, what they do like seeing on my page. That is one of the first things that I did when I realized I was being too salesy on my page, and I didn't feel like I was, but my audience felt like I was, which is what matters. Excuse me. Okay, another don't. Don't share garbage. This probably sounds like a no-brainer, but this is probably the number one mistake I see with other Beachbody coaches, especially new coaches getting into it. I do not see this as a problem with anybody on our team, but we're going to put it out there just so that we address it. Seriously, do not share garbage, or you will ruin the risk of damaging your reputation and everything you've worked so hard to create. So what's garbage? What should we not be sharing? Long narrative rants about your day. I would even say short narrative rants about your day. Don't share rants. Don't rant on Facebook. Not the place for it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world and in our lives right now between politics and all these lives matter stuff that's going on. I have chosen very carefully about not going there as often as I possibly can. And when I do, I try to keep it as precise and personally effective as possible. So it's not just some rant about something on Facebook. This is how this movement or this election or this is affecting me in my life. And I try to make it productive. So no ranting, making accusations or starting drama. So this really probably sounds like a no-brainer to you guys, but I cannot tell you how many friends I have that are Beachbody coaches whose Facebooks are nothing but drama. We have had a few past coaches, one in particular that I can think of, who's a little bit crazy, who that's all she did on her Facebook page was create drama and rant. And then she would message me going, why doesn't anyone sign up with me? I don't understand it. So then her rants were, I hate all of my friends. This is what she would type. This is what she would type on her Facebook page. You all suck. No one supports me. My friends are awful. I'm trying to do this Beachbody thing. Why don't you guys help me? Like, nobody's going to sign up if you do that. That's obviously a drastic example, but it is a real life example that somebody thought was appropriate. So that's why I'm even bringing it up right now, is just to make sure we're totally perfectly clear on this. Don't rant. Don't create drama. Do not blatantly sell. This is a common problem. So the last one was a less common problem. This is a common problem. Do not post, and I was as guilty. Yeah, and do not tell people they suck. That's a good one, Jeremy. That's a no-brainer. You'd be surprised how many people, I bet you I could go to my Facebook page right now and find a post that says people suck. So do not go pull. Beachbody gives us tons and tons and tons of graphics with all of our Beachbody programs in it, all of our, Shaun T busting his abs out. Do not blast those on your page with anything that sounds anything like buy P90X now and save money. We do not want to sound like Beachbody infomercials. Beachbody infomercials are totally different than what we do. What we want to do is share how we can help people, how we are helping people. So I will post from now and then that a program is on promo, like 21 Day Fix. Anytime it goes on promo, I always share that information. I try to avoid words like sale, promotion. I try to find a way to share the idea, the fact that it is a lower price and it's going to ever be for a while. So you need to get it now because my group is starting at this time. And I always try to keep that focus on, I have a group starting. You can join me in this group and I'm going to help you. And the best part is you're going to get a break on the price if you do it before this day. So none of the crazy Sam's buy now, blatant recruiting. An example of that is join my challenge group. Hurry, spots are filling up fast. People don't buy that. I have used an alternative version of that I have limited spots in my group and they're only available until they're available. I do that because I'm not stressing the fact that I want them to sign up now. Limited spots are filling up fast. I'm doing it because I'm only going to help 5 people this month because I want my attention focused on 5 people, not 25 people. So when those 5 people take up the spots, you're going to have to wait till the next month to join me. And that's a personal thing that I have, through the years of being a coach, found to be my most effective way to help people. And that's where I try to keep the focus is on helping people. That's where our focus should always be. We are Beachbody coaches and we help people. We have financial goals and that's totally okay, but those financial goals will be fulfilled through helping people. So always keep that in the forefront of your goals. Never yell at your fans with all caps. I was just talking, my father-in-law does not know how to not use caps. So like everything he sends us or flyers for Boy Scouts, everything is all caps. So we were laughing about that the other day. Other than him, I don't honestly see people doing that very often. I will put in all caps on certain words on my post just because I want those words to catch people's attention. But all caps, never a good thing. Political commentaries are a bad thing. We talked about it earlier, especially right now. I think it's funny because I'm sure this was probably written not recently, but especially right now, nobody's happy. Nobody's going to be happy. So there's not really any point as a Beachbody coach to even bring up politics right now because all it's going to do is hurt you. And do not talk about the same thing for days. We get it. So I'm not going to go on Facebook every single day and talk about how sore I am. I'm not going to go on Facebook every single day and talk about my kids in band or, whatever. Change it up. We all have exciting, interesting lives with more than just one thing going on. So, these girls. All right. So here's another do. This is an important do. Invite, invite, invite. It's one of our vital behaviors. Can you guys hear me? They're not drowning me out? Okay. Social media can be the best invite tool you'll ever use, but it can also backfire if you don't use it properly. When you are ready to start inviting your friends, fans, and followers to your challenge groups, do so casually. This is the #1 mistake people make as in our team for sure. And I think it's because we put so much focus on inviting every single day that they forget to do it casually. It should never feel forced. It should never feel rehearsed. And it should honestly feel natural. She's drooling. Go away. So gross. Sit. Off. 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 Oh, she wants to play. If I come upstairs, it's playtime, so she's wondering why I'm sitting on the floor in my bedroom and not playing with her. Be yourself. be personable, talk about how excited you are about your personal journey and how much of your friends have lost. Like, you can talk about how excited you are for us on this team, and that you're starting a new group if anybody's ready to commit. These are important tools when you're trying to invite people to join you. The reason you became a coach is because you were so excited you wanted to be a coach. And it's probably because of the way you were feeling about your own personal results. Everybody on this call, I'm positive that's what it was. So that's what you need to tap into when you're talking to people about joining you in your groups. I personally, when I'm doing my inviting, I will specifically sit down and write out like a brainstorm session that says, you know, why do I want this person to join me, or this group of people? Why? And that will get your excitement going again. It's because I feel good. Why would this person want to join me? Usually the people I'm inviting are either family and friends who are like me. So because they're also a mom of a bunch of kids who they can't keep up because they're constantly running their kids around, and they could feel as good as I feel. I never knew I could accomplish what I'm accomplishing with my kids and still feel good. So that's the excitement that you want to share when you're talking to the people that you're inviting. Talk about when you get a response, follow up privately. So if you put out a post that says, you know, if you're ready to commit, comment below, and somebody comments, follow up with them privately. I always go straight to that post when I get the comment. I type in, thank you so much. I'm going to send you a private message. Even if it says, how much is it? Because that's almost pretty much the first question everybody asks. How much is it going to cost me? I'm going to follow up with a personal message. And then if you are new at coaching, we will chat about how to address that, because you don't want to just blurt out the price, because most people just shut right down, which I find ironic because honestly, Beachbody programs are the least expensive option of all the other weight loss programs, and none of those other programs come with workouts. So I find it very interesting that I honestly am getting doors slammed in my face sometimes because of price. So we have worked out ways to build the value before you reveal the value. So when you get a response, follow up privately with details rather than making a scene for everybody else to see. Just say something like, awesome, I'll shoot you a quick message and we can get on the phone tonight. I strongly encourage you, if you can, to get on the phone with people. I find people are very, very, very resistant to that. 3 of the people I've been, oops, I missed your message. Let me find it. Yay, I love hearing that. So I think everybody can see it, but in case you can't, Deb says, 3 of the people I've been talking to tell me they are shocked about the cheaper price, right? Because you can't go to an Advocare thing without $250 and it's only for 24 days and then you're out. You have nothing to show for it. So regardless, with our programs, you have a program done even when your Shakeology is gone. So you still have that program that you can use and use and use and use. So great. Deb, that also means that you are doing a really good job of building the value into your invites. So that's awesome. Say something else like, oh, you're going to totally love Shaun T or Tony Horton or whoever's in the program you're talking about. The positive commentary and feedback can potentially snowball into more people commenting and being interested. So positive comments to the people, letting them know you're going to private message them. Be natural, have fun. Don't type, I'll PM you. That's not how you would, if you were talking to that person face to face, that is not the kind of conversation you would be having. I think in Facebook world, we have a tendency to chop everything up into shorter, less friendly comments or the other place to sign up is coming on way too strong. And it will keep you doing, if you keep doing it, you're going to look like a creep. So let me kind of nutshell that idea. There are so many coaches out there who will post something that says, here, I become a Beachbody coach, sign up now, and they put their link. Nobody is going to sign up now through that link. I promise you. Even if they click that link to see what it's all about, our website is not user-friendly enough that they're actually going to go through with it and sign up, because they're going to go to that page and be so overwhelmed with the amount of information that's being thrown at them, they don't know what to do next. I have not ever signed anybody up by sending them a link saying, sign up now. I have talked to them. I have gone through it. I send them a sign up link, and I always tell them I am right here to walk you through. All right, we'll see, Jeremy. If not, it's no big deal. I'm sure I'm talking more than enough to fill the time. I walk them through the sign-up process if they need it. Some people need a lot of hand-holding through that website. Some people, not so much. There's also an amazing app you can get on your phone called Coaching Codes. At the very beginning, you put in your coach ID, and it creates links for videos. It creates links for products. It's all tied directly to you, and it takes you directly to that product so that they're not trying to surf through our annoying website. That is the one big negative, in my opinion, with Beachbody, is our website is not user-friendly. So I handhold and walk people through, without a doubt, every single time. Here are some things to avoid as far as spamming people. Posting blatant ads about your business. Like I said, again, buy now, only available for 5 more days. And those are more signs of desperation. When I see it happen the most often, it is towards the end of the month when people haven't hit Success Club or haven't hit their goal for the end of the month. I see lots of buy now and get a $25 gift card. And that's not a bad thing to do. It's just how you word it, so that it doesn't sound like you're trying to bribe people to buy from you. So there are some great examples out there. And what I have done, so if you're ever curious on how to do that, every single time I've ever seen a great post that I'm like, oh my gosh, I would sign up from this person if I wasn't already a coach, I screenshot it and I save it in my phone. So I have got probably 20 or 30 of these great examples, and then I build my ads off of those, or my Facebook posts off of those. Putting my own personal information in, my own pictures, that sort of thing. But I use their verbiage and stuff to not sound like a salesperson. Never ask your followers to click here or buy or sign up. I have never done that. Every single person I've ever had sign up, I have sent them the link through a private message after talking to them. Making every single one of your posts on your page about Beachbody. Don't do that. There is a new coach, not on our team. She's actually a friend of mine. I've been friends with her for a very long time. Micah Folsom is her relative. So obviously she signed up with Micah Folsom because she's like a top 10 coach. Duh. But she has just become a coach, and I've noticed her posts are amazing. But every single post she does all day long is about Beachbody or health and fitness. There's almost no personal connection anymore since she became a coach. And I'm sure I was guilty of exactly the same thing when I signed up. If I went back 3 years into my posts, I would probably die of embarrassment. But it's a learning curve we all go through. So I'm just throwing it out there for you guys who are new. You've got to keep that personal connection in your posts. You have to talk about your husbands or wives or friends or nephews or nieces, and honestly, I think our team does a pretty good job about it for the most part. I do think at times we do get a little bit frantic at the end of the month, and that's when I see some more of the salesy stuff come up. Never solicit products or coaching on someone else's post or page. Okay, we've only got 10 minutes. I got to wrap things up. This just happened to Nicole Jones, who's our upline coach, a few lines up on the Team Passion page. She posted something, and a Thrive, Lavelle, whatever people posted an ad on her comments to her thing. She deleted them, which I honestly probably wouldn't have deleted them, because I don't think that's an effective way to sell yourself. Do not ever, and it works. People do this a lot. Deb, you've probably seen it because I think we have a few mutual friends who are It Works distributors. They will flat out say, can I borrow your page to post my ads? don't ever let anybody do that to your page, because you become a spam site the moment you say yes. And 2, don't ever ask somebody else to do that to their page, because it's spam. You're spamming their page, and anybody going to their page is going to look, oh, someone's spamming the page. Just don't ever do that. Keep it to your page. There's successful coaches all over the country that have done it successfully using their page. Do not ever talk trash on a competitor's page. I cannot tell you how tired I am of hearing that you can wrap yourself in saran wrap and itchy cream and wake up skinny. Like, if I see one more, I'm going to go insane. But I refuse to ever say anything negative on their post, because you're just going to make yourself look bad. And all of their friends, like, I've had people say negative things about what I do on my posts, and my challengers rush to defend me. I mean, like, if you ever want to know how many friends you have, let someone trash you on your page. People will come to your defense, like, no, especially in a business like ours where we're helping people change their lives. I have some very devoted challengers who have been working with me for 3 years who adore the work that I've done with them. So they will come and defend me to no end. The people that if you ever trash talk somebody on their page, it's going to happen to you, and it's not going to be a good thing. Okay. Do like us, follow us, and join us on social media. No garbage, we promise. This is from Beachbody. So you can go to Beachbody and like their pages. Beachbody Champions, if you're not a page up, if you have not liked that page, go like it now. It is full of they do weekly calls with top coaches, live videos with top coaches. It's amazing. So I'm going to shut my mouth now, and I'm going to have Jeremy unmute everybody. If you guys have any questions about posting to social media, throw them out now. We'll answer those, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we have just about 4 or 5 minutes left. Questions? Anybody? What is typing? I can hear her.
Sometimes I can find out that not always posting, but like word of mouth, like running into people in the store. One of the officers' wives here ran into me the other day, said, I didn't recognize you because I'd lost like 25 pounds already. She's like, what did you do? And I told her, and she's like, I've got that sitting on my dresser. I didn't think it'd work.
Okay, so this happened to me tons when I first started coaching. So what you do instantly is say, oh my gosh, you already have a program. Join my next group. You don't have to buy anything. You've already got your program. And they can go make you their coach. They can email Beachbody and say, please make Deb my coach. You have a customer underneath you. And then as they're in the group with us, they're going to start reading everybody's comments about how Shakeology is making them feel so amazing. And they're going to get curious and want to try it. So perfect segue. You get a challenger to work with you in your group. And I can't even tell you how many of my customers I've gotten that way. So many people have bought stuff from Beachbody and it's sitting on a counter and collecting dust. So if you're willing to help that person for nothing, like that person's going to be like, wait, what are you getting out of it? And you're like, no, I just want to help you. I'm not going to charge you anything. You go into this app, you comment each day. I'll share information with you. My coaches are going to help me run it. They're going to be amazed that you're willing to help them without making them buy something. So great. And word of mouth is huge. Your transformation speaks for itself though. So that is amazing. And I would, if I were you, especially leading into the new month, is share that again, maybe every couple of weeks. Share that transformation with just a tidbit of your story. What you did to get to that point. Why did you start to get to that point? The more you can personally share your struggles and your accomplishments, that's what's going to pull people in, because they're going to be people that have those same struggles and want those same accomplishments are going to be attracted to you. And those are the people you want to work with, because if you're working with people who are like you, this job is fun. If you're working with people who are not like you, this job is not fun. So it's super important to attract your tribe to you. Anything else? Jeremy will give us a countdown. He said we had 7 minutes, so I'm going to guess about 4 now.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to check here, see what else I can see. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick little wrap up if nobody has questions on social media. Here's my challenge to you guys. I would like to see 3 posts a day for the next week until our next team call. I would like you to sit down with a piece of paper and you're going to map out Monday, post. What is it going to be? So for me, Monday, workout post, first thing in the morning. Second thing is going to be probably something about my kids or my husband or my dogs, because they're kind of like my kids. Third post is going to be something about, I always try to bring it back around to what I've accomplished without being like, because I'm doing health and fitness, I have more energy. I'm more like, I am sitting at a band concert at 8 o'clock at night that won't end. But you know what? It doesn't suck because I feel pretty good. 2 years ago, I would have been a puddle on the floor dying to get out of here because I didn't feel as good. So you can sneak those accomplishments in without it actually sounding like a health and fitness coach. So sit down, 3 a day for the next week, write them out, plan them out. When I'm being super accomplished, I'll even go as far as knowing which pictures I'm going to associate with posts. Which brings me back to my very last point on all of this. Put a picture with your post or a video. Do not just put a post with no picture. Graphics stop people from scrolling. So if you are in fact, my post today, I didn't put a picture with it because I particularly didn't want everybody to stop and read it because it was a more personal one. But I try really hard not to not put my personal posts out there because I know the world can see them, because that would be counterproductive to what I'm trying to do as a Beachbody coach. So put a picture with your post. It can be a selfie. It can be, you can get a stock picture if you're not super comfortable sharing one of yourself. Whatever the case may be, motivational quotes could be one of your posts each day. A recipe from Team Beachbody can be one of your posts each day. If anybody does not know how to track those recipes or fitness tips down, I can give you all kinds of information on that, so message me. Go into the challenge group guides in the back office. Go into the multi-program guide. That is a Facebook post a day for, I think, 60 days. They're fantastic information. They come with pictures already. That could be one of your posts every single day. Some of you may have seen some of the posts from the challenge group because I'm using that guide right now. So those posts are totally okay to use. And I think we're down to almost a minute, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'm super grateful everybody got on, and we will be back here next week at 7 o'clock. We're going to keep it at this time for now until I find a more appropriate time for everybody and one that I can actually do. You guys have a great night. We are out of time, so if you have any additional questions that they pop in after we separate from here, drop them in the comments after Jeremy loads the video. Jeremy, thank you for loading the video. All right, guys.